Welcome survivors! Survival of the Fittest is making a comeback on PC, Xbox, PlayStation and the Switch, cross-platform. This is epic news. The developers dropped this totally unexpected news during the Extra Life event. This is the Battle Royale version of ARK that originally released in 2015 on the PC only and eventually ceased development, with many console players wishing it had come to their platform. And they used to do big tournaments with financial rewards every so often, and it was so good to watch those streams and get involved. So they released a teaser trailer showing that SOTF is being rebuilt from the ground up and will be a cross-play prototype releasing sometime in December 2022 on Xbox, PlayStation and Steam. They did later mention that Switch will see it early 2023, and they just got the ARK base game revamped on the Switch with all of the DLCs coming, and now they get SOTF in the new year as well. That is fantastic after 4 years of getting nothing on the Switch. And just to note, there was no mention of Epic, so I'm not sure about that. I believe this will include Xbox One and PS4, not just the next gen consoles. I also believe this is a game mode and therefore I don't think it is a stand-alone game at this point, so you'll likely need to own the ARK base game to play it. So Jeremy Stieglitz, the ARK co-founder and Jat, executive producer of the new SOTF, gave some interesting details on this new revamp, which they are calling the Survival of the Fittest. I know, original. They said that although it is being revamped, it is going to be somewhat different from the original. It's not going to be a copy of what we saw before, as they have looked back at the original version to assess what didn't work back then, what kind of made it fail, and try and work on that for the new version. However, Jeremy confirmed it is still Battle Royale. You still assemble a dino army. It's still designed to be like 30-minute matches, etc. of opponents battling it out for victory. They decided that they wanted to remove some of the complexity, some of the stumbling blocks that people experienced in the first version, and for this to be able to let players that have no prior experience of ARK Survival Evolved to be able to jump into this game and understand what they are doing with no previous familiarity. So this is going to include things like streamlining the engrams, maybe crafting, etc. to make it easier to pick up for new players and what they need to do. They have said one of the bigger changes to this version is the ability to order and command your dinos in a similar fashion to an RTS commander mode, where you can have a person on your team as a commander responsible for the dinos. And another really interesting part is that, let's say you have a team of 4 survivors. If someone on your team dies, that player then becomes a commander and is still involved in the fight, just not as a normal survivor. And therefore, all players continue playing until the last survivor in their tribe has died. Which sounds really interesting, because in the old version, if you have a tribe, let's say of 4, and you died early, you had nothing to do but sit there and spectate for the duration of the match or until your tribe was wiped out. So this keeps everyone engaged in the game until their tribe is ended. So Jeremy said that they've been thinking about doing this for a while, and that it was Vin Diesel that gave them the kick to get on with it, as he loved the original SOTF even though he didn't get to play it as he was on Xbox at the time. Now personally, I find it particularly interesting about the time of release, which by the way they've not confirmed a date in December yet. But to me it does feel like a bit of a bridge of content between now and ARK 2 to provide new content and try and pull more people into the franchise and keep people occupied until ARK 2 releases. Now, they have also confirmed that this development of SOTF is not taking away from the development of ARK 2. They made that very clear. They said that there is a very small team working on SOTF, which pretty much consists of 2 main people, and that includes Jat, who is executive producer of the project, and being developed and directed by Codigo Alex, who previously worked on the Titan mod map and Arcadia and recently got hired by Studio Wildcard. So really excited to see Codigo Alex work his magic on this game mode. So they are doing it as a prototype to obtain player feedback, see how the game is performing and whether it is catching on before putting too much work into it. For now, they're going to see how it goes before actually deciding what to do with it. So if it turns out to be popular and successful, then they are likely to develop it even more. But it's going to be down to the players to get involved and provide their feedback and thoughts and really help this mode be refined. So survivors, this was unexpected but welcome news. Let me know who's excited about SOTF coming back and whether you'll be experiencing it for the first time on console. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up with all of the ARK news. Thanks for watching survivors, and I'll see you next time.